Hello, welcome back to Shotoku Tech. Before I start generating more data from the additional devices on the 10 degree of freedom board, I wanted to figure out some way to write this data to either the local file system or an external USB thumb drive attached to the Raspberry Pi. So I'm going to demonstrate both of those. All right, here we go. So this particular article looks like the most straightforward, very simple code. He's asking a question though, because he can't quite get it working right. So we're going to see the answer to his question and fix up this program, and we'll be able to write data to the local file store. So let's look at the answer here. He's saying, no, you don't put the /n as part of the file open statement. You insert it in between the lines. So you get a new line every time you write something to the file. So up there in the open statement, you got your file path, home, pi, test2. Then that comma A is for append. And we're just going to clean some of this up. We're not going to use his read temp statement. We're going to set our data string to hello world because we're really not trying to generate interesting data here. We're trying to write data to either the onboard file system or a USB drive. So that's what we're going to do here. Hello world. We should be able to run this and we should see it work after we get rid of that /n in the file open statement. And also note, in the person who answered this article, they used single quotes instead of double quotes. I'm still getting used to Python. I have a lot to learn. Half of everything I do is something I've never done before, and that was the point of this Shotoku Tech channel, is I want to record my new experiences. Now, I don't know why there would be an indent. This isn't a loop or a conditional statement, so I'm removing the indent. Remember, we learned in the previous video that Python's very sensitive to white space. I accidentally deleted the letter F there. We're going to go ahead and save this as hello world local. And we're going to run it, and it'll crap out because of that last statement there. I deleted the F, so it should be fd.close. Oh, there it is. Fix it. Okay, we fixed it, so now it's going to work. See it run, and then it stops. So we really don't have anything that's going to flash up in the screen here, but let's go find our file. Oh, there it is right there, home pi, test2. Yeah, let's open it up, and there's the hello world. So now, just to verify that we accomplished what we set out to accomplish, we're going to run this again. So because the file is open to append and we're writing a new line every time, we should have two hello worlds. And sure enough, we do. That's because of the append and the next line statement. And then you close the file. That's the nice way of doing things. The problem we face here, though, is the data is not portable. I can take that SD card out of the Raspberry Pi, put it in a card reader, take it over to my Windows machine, and you see the result I get. So let's eject that. It's not working out very well because we can only see the boot partition, which doesn't have our data on it. So obviously Linux has come a long way since I started playing with it back in the day. And you can see here, because I had the USB drive plugged in when I powered up the Pi, there's an icon right on the desktop. We open it up and we can see the path to this USB drive is simply media/pi/volume name. And that was the name that I gave this USB drive when I formatted it, and that was Datalog. And so we have access to this USB drive right away. Let's see how that works out in Python. So we'll start a new program here, and we're going to change that file path from home pi to media pi datalog and see what happens. And I'm going to save this as hello world USB. And we run it. Oh, and you see that test2 file just pop right in there. Oh boy, I'm running it several times again and again manually. Here you can see the light flashing on the USB drive. Let's check the contents of that test2 file. And just as we expected, there's a bunch of hello worlds in this text file. So we've managed to write Hello World to the USB drive from Raspberry Pi. Now let's get loopy. Okay, so to make this loop, we're going to indent the lines that are going to be repeated. I'm going to use 4 spaces here. We don't need to repeat the Hello World portion. And we insert this while true, colon. Basically anything following that that's indented is going to repeat itself. Now we don't really need to close the file unless we're no longer looping. So I was mistaken that this less than BR greater than actually worked when you stopped the program or pressed Control C to stop the program, and that it would execute the command that comes after that. So we're going to save this as Hello World USB loop. And when we run it, we see it crashes on that bracketed BR thing. So we're just going to take that out. I'll have to study more Python. I've seen another example of where you can break and then have it continue to execute code, but that's just not going to work here. See, now we run it and watch what happens. Yeah, off it goes, and we can see that file can switch into detailed view. That file's getting bigger by the moment as we continue to write Hello World to it. Yeah, still rapidly getting bigger. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and stop that, and let's check the contents of the file. And there's a lot of Hello Worlds in there. Just what we were expecting. And so we can shut down and pull that USB stick out and plug it into our Windows machine and open that file on the Windows machine just as well. So this would just be everything that I wanted to accomplish. I want to be able to write to a USB stick and have it readable in another machine for easy transport. And there you have it. So now at least it appears that we can have these devices generating a lot of data and record it to a USB stick that's attached to the Raspberry Pi. Thank you very much. Shotoku Tech. Please subscribe, comment, like, and share. Thank you very much.